What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Superpowers AI only battle. There's actually only about 5 superpowers, but every country is pretty big by normal standards. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying this series so far. Quick mention again, one last time, before Saturday. If you do want to join the EU4 multiplayer game, join the Discord down below, or leave a comment if you'd like me, if you don't use Discord and you'd prefer me to send you the information in another way. But yeah, if you're interested in taking part, it's 2 hours, 7 till 9 British summer time, which is sort of 8 till 10 most of European time. I think obviously if you get a bit further east, it gets a bit later. It's sort of afternoonish, 2 o'clock, I think, East Coast, North America. So probably 10, 11 a.m., maybe a bit before then if you're in the West Coast. Hopefully that covers sort of a lot of the time zones. Asia and Australia, I don't really know, but I don't think we've had anyone from those regions join in yet. But obviously if you are, you're more than welcome to, if you're committed. That might be a bit awkward time-wise for you guys, staying up a bit late. But, you know, if you're interested, then that's the time, I guess. That's when it works out. But yeah, I think everyone last time was European stroke East Coast of the US. I think that's where the areas we covered mostly. I know we have a few people from Canada, Western Canada, watching at like 5 a.m. once, but normally it was east. So yeah, that's that. So we'll get straight into this again. We will continue. Rome and Russia did just peace out, but early start, Rome did grab one city. So Rome coming off, I guess, the early winner in the first conflict between them and Russia. China continuing to attack the west coast of North America. Not too much success, but the Shoshone just eventually, I'm sure they'll hold on to it, right? They can't keep it forever. Plus the US will probably help them at some point. The US, who did just attack Brazil, so we'll see. And they have a good navy, so we'll see how this goes. Certainly an advantage over Brazil. They also have planes, which Brazil does not have, so they're going to have quite an advantage here. These galleasses, privateers, are going to be sitting ducks against planes and battleships, submarines as well. So yeah, Brazil going to struggle here. We'll see how that pans out. I think that is the main event right now. The Zulu is still going after Egypt. They may grab this city as well. I didn't think they'd get up this far, but they probably are going to get that. Siam, I don't know why. No, they're not at war with Egypt. I thought they were for some reason. They're not. Siam is still at war with Russia by the look of it. Did that? Yeah, that did happen. Did it happen? Yes, because this was Russia's. And now Russia's peaced out. I guess they're going to focus on Siam, so it might get a bit messy. World religion Hinduism for the second time. It was Indonesia's religion. They proposed it the first time and failed, but obviously Siam have sort of got all the cities with it, and they've tried it too. We'll see if they have any more luck, but probably not. And Brazil completes Broadway. So there you go. Maybe the US will get that if they get all the way down here. Probably a bit far off yet, but that said, that is probably the second most likely Brazilian city for the US to conquer. Fortaleza is on the coast, and so is Rio. The rest of them are inland, will be much more difficult. I guess Brasilia as well, although this is in one of those bay tiles, which makes it much more difficult than, say, an open one like this. The only thing, like, this is like medium difficulty. If this is hard, this is medium, and then easy, I don't think this exists anywhere, but, you know, if you imagine there was another land tile poking outwards, so you had 5 tiles of water around it or whatever, that would be the easy mode, right, where you had the water behind it as well. So yeah, if this lighthouse tile, so here there's 2 adjacent sort of tiles, and there's obviously all these ones you could shoot with a battleship. Here there's only like 3 that could, no, 3 here that could do the battleship, like range of 2 shooting, I think, unless maybe I'm missing one. No, yeah, so 3, and then only 1 can go in. Here you got 2 options to move in with a boat, and you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. On top of that, obviously it's a bit sculptured. If it was a straight line, it would again probably be different. But, you know, 4, so a bit more. And if the tile was, say, it was this tile, then you'd be able to have boats here, here, you know, here. Lots more, right? It'd just get more. It'd be a lot easier. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't think any of those actually exist on the map, so it probably doesn't matter. The Inca pieced out with the Aztec, which, I mean, the Inca took everything from down here. The Aztecs are now just up here in this small little area. I'm sure the Shoshone will probably kill them one day, or the US, depending on who's winning. But Brazil is managing to make a bit of an impact here. They are going after Detroit here, and they will get it unless America uses their planes to absolutely wreck them. There we go. That's exactly what I was going to say. America gets the job done. China once again retaking that city. The US, okay, yeah, I forgot about this. So we've got, Rome, some more citadels in Cornwall. Now they have some of southern Wales, Devon, more of southern western England. Germany is still here, not much left of them. Russia's obviously got this bit in the southeast, and yeah, America now has all of Ireland for themselves. They also everyone's unlocked it, but they got some cotton resource and some deer as well, which you can't really complain about. Right, Russia v Siam. How's it going on? Yeah, I think Siam maybe was getting close to taking this, but now I think it will stay with Russia for the time being. Siam's still really good. I mean, they have all of Southeast Asia, India, sort of southern Arabian Peninsula, and the northern parts of it as well as Persia. So if you imagine in real life, like right now for us, if this was all one big country, that would definitely be like a mega superpower. Like India's probably pretty strong by themselves. So if you give them all of Southeast Asia, yeah, that's going to be huge. And all of this, they're going to be huge. The Zulu also grabs some more territory too. But Egypt should survive in Cyprus for now. I say the Zulu wouldn't get to them. If you put enough artillery along this coastline, I guess it's possible, but there's a lot of boats here. It would be quite tough to get a melee unit across the Mediterranean. It might take somebody like Rome, which is, would be pretty quick. If it did break out, Rome is ready to just wrap that one up. In fact, it would probably have to be Rome, just because of the borders. I guess, again, Siam could add in their planes, which the Zulu... Oh, no, they do have planes. They're just further away. I guess between Siam and the Zulu, if they sort of teamed up, they could probably get it done. It might just about happen for them. But it's not a race, Sure, it won't make a huge difference. It's nice to have a few civs left. Egypt and the Aztec now clinging on in the one city club. Germany's a little bit better off, and then Germany a little bit better off with 3, and then everyone else is a bit bigger. Then you've sort of got the Inca with 7, 8, 4, 7. The Songhai still have 6, although they're a bigger 6 than the Incas 7. And then obviously you're up to the big 5. Oh no, and then there's the Shoshone, and then there's the 5 bigger ones. And I think, and Siam, sorry, Shoshone and Siam, and then the big 5. I'm sure there's someone else I'm forgetting, isn't there? No, I don't think so. Well, Brazil as well. Yeah, Brazil. Always forgetting somebody. Brazil is struggling here. They may end up losing this city, although they've just got a submarine just in time. What was I going to see? China. I don't know if we saw this before, but China now has a city as well in Australia. And the Inca are about to have one. So a nice mix. 4 different civs already in Australia. The Indian Ocean. A lot of Siam boats who have taken healing. I don't think they're fighting the Zulu. I just want to clarify. I don't think so. That's not a thing. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, the Zulu with a lot of presence in the Indian Ocean as well. But Siam is also the other main sort of contender in this ocean. Let's just do a little ocean recap. Pacific, definitely China dominating in the north. A lot of triremes, not sure about that. But most of these boats, pretty favourable to China. Brazil pieces out with the Aztecs. Southern Pacific, a bit more sparse. No one's really dominating this region. The Inca moving around. No one's in control of this at the moment. Right, South Atlantic. China's actually here, but I would say it's the US and Brazil. It would have probably been Brazil, but yeah, the Zulu aren't really here. Songhai don't have too many, so I would say it's the US or Brazil. The US, it would have been Brazil, but obviously the US has killed all Brazil's boats, so I guess you have to say it's the US now. I guess, or no control again. And yeah, North Atlantic, I mean, it's definitely going to go to the US. But I feel like Rome... Oh, okay, they're cut off at the moment, but you feel if Rome could just, conquer this city, then they would also be in a position to own this sort of, if Rome put all their boats over here, yes, it would be them, probably. But at the moment, it's the US still. In the Atlantic, Rome did grab another city here in northern Iberia. I spotted that one. I'm not going to miss. Mediterranean domination definitely goes to Rome, no questions. The Zulu are making progress against Egypt. Baltic Sea, I mean, again, not really much up here. I guess it's kind of even. Russia has more boats, but Rome's submarines would probably sink a lot of Russia's before they could fight back. Brazil pieces out with Siam, as does Russia, and no cities change hands. Thank goodness. No stupid peace deals. So there we go. That was a sort of ocean review. I mean, there's some smaller oceans that aren't as important. I mean, the Black Sea is Russia because they're the only one that can build boats here. Persian Gulf is pretty much all Siam. Red Sea will be all Zulu. They are actually potentially going to get this. The challenge is getting a melee unit to survive one turn in the water before crossing in. That is going to be the difficult part. We'll see if they can. They have to kill all these other units first. Is there any other seas? I don't know. North Sea, pretty open. Obviously this sea and this one is just China. It's in their territory. Makes sense. America did just grab a city here in Fortaleza. So there we go. That is a blow to Brazil. And it's encouraging for the US. They just conquered all the Caribbean recently. Now they're going after Brazil. The Songhai in Egypt have peaced out, as of the Zulu. So never mind. Egypt will cling on to their territory. They actually have quite a bit of land crossing over the water here. But they will cling on for now. The Songhai versus the Aztecs is not so important. But the US also going after the Aztecs. The US, if they send their planes over, at the moment they're sort of in the Caribbean. No, there's not even that many, but if they did send them all over here, I guess they could do it. And then it's kind of mountains in the way. I'm sure they'll find a way. You know, the AI knows what they're doing. Paratroopers probably aren't too far down. Still fairly far away, but not mega far away. Probably, you know, another 20, 25 turns at most. Probably less than that. It's turn 225. The Shoshone, yep, there we go. Grab Iceland. And a nice bit of land. Good chunk of sea tiles around it as well. Hopefully not going to remove my submarine. Actually, I need to give myself this tile. I'll remember to do it when I stop recording this episode. Happiest civs. Wow, Rome. Well out in front. Nearly double. Or, yeah, not quite, but nearly double the Inca. Anyone? No one's at negative anymore, so that's good to see. They're all coping. No conflicts yet between China and Russia. China has anti-air guns. They don't even have their own planes. Guessing that, I would say down to a lack of oil, which would be incredible. Like that's just bad luck at that point. When they're this big, they should have oil. So that is one thing Russia probably won't. I say that they don't have any either. Russia get double strategic resources, so they should be okay. They actually do have paratroopers, so that's a sign for the US that it won't be comfortable. But yeah, Russia actually has none, so that's interesting. Do they have any other oil units? They like have a load of battleships? No. Maybe Russia just doesn't have oil, which would be quite a surprise. Wait, are you two still fighting? You just pieced out. How is that even possible? This unit just took damage. I'm so confused. Maybe they open borders was part of the peace deal? Rebuilding relations? I have no idea. Alright, what is the big next thing? We tried to predict Russia invading Egypt. It didn't happen. No, sorry, Rome invading Egypt, but they went after Russia, so maybe if we set our sights low, that's the key to getting the big thing. So next up, I'm going to predict. I want it to be China. They haven't really done anything for a while. I mean, they've been settling open stuff, which is not really a problem. They got another settler here, but we'll see. Oh, the US now, just exploring the Pacific a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Siam are really cool, but I would like to see China. If China went after them, that would be huge. Like that would probably be enough to put them back on into first place. If they, you know, just took even the Southeast Asian part. These are the main cities, the big ones. I mean, this one's fairly big too. But yeah, if you grab 1, 2, 3, 4 of these, maybe 5, yeah, you're doing great. We'll find out. I mean, it's 24 turns till we look at the informatics again. Last time, if I remember correctly, we sort of said the US and the Zulu were a bit further behind. Am I getting that wrong? I can't remember. Maybe it was Russia or China. I have no idea. See, the different categories were different, but it did seem like Rome and somebody else were doing very... I can't remember now. Doesn't matter. We did say the US were definitely a bit behind the others, but I think it... Maybe on score it was the Zulu, but that's not... You know, don't read into that too much. There's so much... They have a religion that just flopped, and, you know, that's obviously a big part of score. So I wouldn't be too concerned. I think the US was definitely one of them, though, and we'll see who the other one is as we keep going. Keep going forward. But yeah, I have no idea. That's not really a prediction, I guess. China v Siam. That's just what I want to happen. And we went too bold as well. It needed to be something small. So my next prediction is that the Shoshone will invade the Aztec. Oh, the US is actually doing the job pretty well for them. China has now got better units. They're starting to affect this city, and that's where things could get a bit tougher for the Shoshone once they start to get spread out. And once China holds one of these cities for, say, 2, 3, 4 turns, that's when this city comes under threat. So it could get pretty messy if we hold on for a bit longer for the poor old Shoshone. Just completely went blank on what their name is. Sorry, guys. The Inca did settle here in the southern coast. How did you get so many tiles so quickly? Again, this one and all these two. It's only a 2. That was quick. Regardless, there we go. Is there any more settlers heading here just yet? No. There's a German scout. I'd love if Germany sent some settlers all the way around. Not sure they will manage it, but it would be great. China did settle here, so we won't see another one from them for a while. I don't see any. So no. Oh, there's one here. I don't know where it's heading, but could head to Hawaii. Could head all the way down here. The Inca currently not sending any more over. Brazil are sending over some workers. Oh, but the US is going after their colony in Australia. That's what's going on. I've wondered why the US was here. Okay, fair enough. How did the US even get these boats over here? This city's a puppet, so in theory they had to come round here. I don't know if... I think if they have open borders with the Inca, they can go through. I've never really seen it. Should we watch? Carrier here. 2 carriers, ironclad submarine. Okay. Let's try and track where they go. It's their turn now. If they go through, that'll be... Yes, okay, so you can use someone else's canal city. Fair enough. Either that or we just got completely hoodwinked and these carriers moved up and these 2 came from somewhere else. But the ironclad came through as well, so I think we're good. I think we just witnessed it moving through. I hope so. There is 2 here, so a bit... Maybe not, but... And they didn't just come from down here. But I think, yeah, so that's how. Okay, that makes sense. Because here they can only... They should, in theory, not be able to buy anything. But they just gained a battleship out of nowhere. So, obviously, we may have missed it. But maybe they can buy here. Maybe the deity AI gets a little bit of assistance that the human player would not be getting. But normally they can't build military units in puppets. But there we go, whatever. I thought they maybe had gone the whole way round, but no, that is not the case. They've just come through the Panama Canal, all bought them here somehow. But the US is actually going to get Hawaii first, by the look of it. But that would set them up. Then they would both have... them and China could then become sort of rivals. They're all bordering each other somewhere now. The Zulu, kind of the only exception. They're maybe a bit more isolated of the big civs. They have a small border with Rome. That's about it. They don't really border anyone else. I guess they border China, sort of, in Australia. But yeah, they don't really border anyone else. Rome obviously borders Russia to the east. They have the US in the Atlantic. The US has Rome. And then they also have China now to their west. There's a newer sort of rival starting to emerge, especially if they settle over here. And Russia's obviously in between Rome and China. Yeah, this is going to be exciting. A very exciting... ending ahead of us. I mean, ending. We're not even got the party started with some of the big civs. So yeah, there is a lot to come, I believe, before this is over. It's also going at a slower pace than normal. I can't remember. Is it not on quick speed? That might be why. You know. Yeah, okay, it's on standard speed. That's why we're not, like, finished already, as we have been in some of the recent games. And also some of the recent games that have been on smaller maps finished a little bit quicker. That is not the case this time around. I have no idea who's going to win. I've actually forgotten who I picked to win as well. As normal. I always forget it now. I don't think it was Rome. Was it? I think I picked China. So I've got just as much a chance as anyone else really who picked one of the top 5. And as most of the votes went to the Zulu and Russia, I think most of us still have a shot. I know someone very boldly picked Indonesia, so they're out of it, but other than that, I think most people probably did pick one of the surviving civs. I don't know if anyone picked the Mayans. I think they were having a rough time even in episode 1, so probably not. Maybe some South American picks, if I remember correctly. Maybe, I think some people picked the Shoshone because they had no faith in the US. Makes sense. Who else was picked pretty free? Is there nothing for me to watch right now? There must be a war somewhere. The US v Brazil, I guess, is still ongoing. A bit more interesting than China just retake. Actually, China's left for the first time ever. Oh, the Shoshone are going with a settler as well. And China. I think we're going to see these 3 islands gobbled up in quick succession. Oh, there's actually 3 Shoshone settlers, but this one is very low. We'll see if the US beats them to it. The US goes first, so in theory they should get there. It's going to be a bit of a race. I'm trying to think, maybe there was some Siam picks. I know someone definitely said they were a dark horse, but whether they actually picked them is a different matter. Songhai, I don't think they were picked. I don't. Maybe someone picked Egypt. Doubt anyone. Did anyone pick Persia? Probably not. And Germany, I think a lot of people went away from Germany. I think some people saw maybe earlier than I did that Rome and Russia might have the edge on Germany. So I'm not sure too many people picked them, if anyone at all. But I mean, they're still going. There's always hope, you know. You just conquer one city and you snowball into the next. You never know. But it would be incredible if Germany went on to win this game. That would be a miracle. Don't think that will be happening, I'm afraid. Okay, the US has now landed some land units, which is fairly impressive, but is not going to be too useful. They're not going to conquer any cities until more artillery arrives. There's a Roman settler in the... I don't know where this could even be going, really. I mean, this island here, maybe? I don't know why he'd be here, though. They've already gone past it. I'm guessing they have open borders, and they are also heading out towards the final sort of free space in the world. Towards Australia, Micronesia, and the Hawaiian Islands. I'm guessing that is pretty much the only free space. There's a little bit... I guess you could squeeze in maybe something here. There's a few spots on the map you could squeeze something in. North Africa's got some gaps. Rome does actually have a settler heading into this gap, which will be quite interesting. This city's pretty new as well. There's a bit of a gap between, or some gaps between China and Russia. I guess you could, if you wanted to see, it wouldn't be the worst idea for China to settle like here and here. You know, protected by the mountains. You could put some, use it, even just using it as sort of a defense, right? An extra bombardment. If and when a war happens, because these cities are pretty exposed, so if you can distract them down here and just make it tougher for them, that'd be a good move. Even settling in here just to be annoying. I mean, I know Russia's got the same setup kind of here. This is perfect. This city, very difficult to get to, but you know what I mean. I think you could, if you think you're going to lose, that's probably the better strategy. If you think you could win that war, maybe you wouldn't do that, so it doesn't matter. Germany and Egypt have peaced out, and Egypt will stay around for now. Germany leaving them alone. The Shoshone putting some planes in Iceland. Poor old Germany. If the Shoshone invades Germany in the UK, that would be... I don't even know what that would be. That would just be a... That'd be one for the record books on the channel. That would be quite impressive. German UK being invaded by the Shoshone. Oh, we need a war. We need a big one. We never get one when we need one. That is the problem. Then you'll get like 4 in a row. It's just Songhai just doing nothing. What do you... Okay, they've built a good amount of units. Fair play. Is this new? I think this is new as well. A lot of them have the ideological tenet that allows them to settle a new city straight away at 4 population. China definitely has it. Oh no, wait, maybe not. No, this must have had 4 and it starved. Because it had 4 previously, I'm pretty sure. Here you go, ideologies, Rome and China, order, but the rest still autocracy. Brazil held off the US here. And New Zealand's still available, don't forget that. Settlers wise though, the US puts down New Orleans. New Orleans. Not, I don't know, maybe it is Orleans, but I think it's New Orleans. There we go, we butchered that already. I feel like they already had that. Did they not already have a city named that? No. I don't know why I thought they did. Just going crazy. But there we go, New Orleans. 2 Shoshone settlers. Maybe I'm going to have to go further around. Australia, New Zealand. Has China grabbed this island? I think you could still settle here. I might be wrong. I think this map lets you settle a bit closer than normal. So you could settle here. And here maybe as well, but maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. Yeah, because look, these are 2 tiles apart. So in theory, yeah, this tile is fine. Or this tile. And then this one is fine. Yeah, because there's 2 in between. But they may choose not to. Don't want to anger China. Also, they're probably just trying to hide from China's units. I imagine if they pieced out like next turn, they might come back. And obviously that is a bit of a risk. China's units are in the area. They may not make it to Australia yet. Particularly that settler. This one's managed to heal a little bit. But the other one... Oh no, sorry. This one's not healed. That is the dying one. But it's protected by 1 boat. But this plane will still be hurting them. This is a great voyage, actually. Let's see. This is like Pirates of the Caribbean kind of stuff. Can they cross the ocean? They're pretty isolated right now. They are literally in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of the Pacific Ocean. See if China leaves them alone or not. It is China's turn now, so we're about to find out. Ooh, well, they survived this turn. China is a bit more focused. They just retook that city again up north. Which means they're giving them some breathing space. But yeah, China could very quickly kill these settlers. You know, 1 frigate would kill this one. And obviously that other frigate's not in the best shape. The plane did die. I don't know if they used that up here or it just died anyway. Rome completes the Eiffel Tower. It doesn't tell you where. I think probably in Rome. But it would have been pretty cool if they... I was going to say if they built it in Paris. But Paris is not even on this map. And there's nothing even here. This is just like a monument. Is this where Paris is? Maybe. Somewhere around here. But I'm guessing it is in the capital. Not that we can see it yet. You have to reload to see the wonders normally. Dang it. We got trolled. I thought this was something big. Brazil versus Germany. Brazil, who is... I mean, being... They don't have many units left. I'm getting a bit concerned. The US has killed pretty much most of their units. Germany, though, not really. It's not going to make a difference, is it? It doesn't matter too much. I mean, Germany's not going to do anything to Brazil. Brazil won't do anything to Germany. It's not the end of the world. Right, here we go, America. What are you going to do for us? I mean, they are at war with Brazil, so they're actually providing our only real action at the moment. So I'm not going to criticize them too harshly. It's on the other civs. I'm looking at the Chinas, the Zulu even. They pieced out. I'm guessing the Zulu will go after the Songhai at some point. To be fair, the one problem with these big civs is that they're going to fight less, right? Because it's kind of obvious if you're going to win or not. You know, everyone knows Rome could probably beat them. I don't know if that's... You know, Rome is one of them. Maybe not exactly Rome. But, you know, whoever's the strongest, no one's going to attack them until they are stronger. So it might take a while. There's going to be less gaps. Well, not gaps. What am I trying to say? There's going to be less sort of areas where the difference in manpower is small. I'm afraid. But it's not too bad. We might see some big team wars. Russia v Germany. That is much more threatening. Although I do imagine Germany's going to be the winner of this because they will probably grab this city. So there you go. I told you they just got to grab one and snowball on from there. Maybe this is Germany's big moment. Who would have thought? It's coming. I can see it. Maybe that was my correct prediction for the day. Germany making the comeback. Could you imagine? Sadly it just doesn't happen in Civ. It's in the Paradox games we play. It can happen. You know, things can fall apart, particularly for the AI. You know, that's just how the game sort of works over there. But here it's much less likely. Once you're big, you're going to stay big unless 2 other big people eat you up. There's not like a rise. I hate to say it because I don't even think the DLC on Civ 6 is that good for the Rise and Fall DLC. But there's no rising and falling in Civ 5. It is very much it's like a straight line. Once you make your line go up, it will keep going up, or it'll either get like better or worse, but it will never come down again. Zulu v Brazil popped up there. I don't think that matters too much. Again, the Zulu has most of their stuff in the Indian Ocean, and I'm really confused. They may or may not. They're definitely not fighting Siam. I think they just had injuries and were nearby. But there we go. That will be that. The Zulu are sort of spread out, but yeah, they won't be doing too much to Brazil. I guess they could conquer this, but again, we saw the US failed to do that. Egypt has entered the modern era. Congratulations, Egypt. Well done. Processing turn for Rome. We could have a look at some of the country's social policies while this loads. That's something we haven't done for ages, to be honest. Normally because I just forget it all. But I also clicked the wrong button. But how do I find it again? Oh, it's in this menu, isn't it? We'll get there in the end. Okay, so the US went, and I'll give you the numbers. Again, it doesn't mean too much, but US went Liberty 5, Honor 5, and Autocracy 8. So, okay, so they were focused on being expansive and good military. We won't read into the ideologies too much because most of them went the same anyway, so we won't worry too much about those. The Aztecs haven't even got there yet, but they went Honor 5, so that's military focused again. Piety, which is sort of religion focused. I don't even think they got a religion, so that's a bit sad. Aesthetics, which is culture and social. No, is that the social No, that's culture. Social policy is a different one, isn't it? No, sorry. They're the same. There's one for city-states, which is different, right? Patronage is different. But they went aesthetics. China went liberty, which is again expansion, and honor 3, and rationalism 2, so a bit of science in there, and of course they went order instead of autocracy. Egypt went liberty 5, piety 5. Germany went liberty and honor 5, patronage 1. Again, why? Why? No city-states. Liberty 2 for the Songhai, piety 5, and aesthetics 5. Tradition 3 for Rome, so that's about being a smaller civ. Well, that didn't go too well for them. They are huge right now. Liberty 5 and honor 2. Oh, they went both. Oh, that's a mess. I mean, best of both worlds. That's what I feel like when I go quality ideas and quantity ideas in EU4. Right, Liberty 5, Honor 3, Rationalism 2 for Russia. I think that's pretty similar to what China went. Liberty 5, Honor 2, Patronage 3, the Siam. A bit annoying that they went Patronage, but whatever. And then Honor 5, Piety 2, Aesthetics 5 for the Inca. Brazil went Honor 5, the only exploration pick there, 3, which is about getting gold from trade routes and stuff. No, it is from exploring. There's another one for gold commerce, but you do get gold from exploration ideas. And Rationalism 4, Piety 5 and exploration for the Indonesians, who are not around anymore. The Shoshone, Liberty 5 and Honor 5. And the Zulu went Liberty 5, Honor 5, Patronage 1. Okay, there we go. But that will be it for this episode. So as always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Next episode, we should get to turn 250, and we'll probably have time to look at the info addicts, just because there's not so many civs left. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you would like to join the EU4 game on Saturdays, it's in the Discord down below, or leave a comment. And if you would like to just watch it, then, you know, it is also streamed on the Saturday, so you can watch me play from my perspective. Pretty bad perspective, to be honest. The other guys probably have way cooler stuff going on. But I'll try my best to be entertaining, even when I'm getting absolutely destroyed. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.